I hope you guys are doing well. This is day 2 in Paris. We only spent a weekend here, but we needed to come to the Marché aux Puces de Saint-Ouen, which is basically a flea market, and it's the oldest flea market. But before we started that, we went to a cafe and I had to get these chouquettes. Oh my goodness, I love chouquettes. We can't really find many in London, and it's really easy to make. The only place I've ever seen them in is at Paul's. And it's just so simple but so delicious. I also had an iced latte with that to start the day. And then we went around the flea market. It was phenomenal. Like, absolutely beautiful. Look at this fireplace piece. Wow. They had a little fountain as well. So you can tell there's like two parts to this market, in my personal opinion. The expensive part and the affordable part. This is the expensive part. And it's really got these cool stuff like these chairs, that fountain. There's even this like whole store based on vintage Japanese stuff. It was phenomenal. It was so beautiful. As we kept walking down, we went to the more affordable place. This is a vintage couture shop. Oh my goodness. Now we're in the affordable place. We've left the vintage couture to the affordable place. And still it had absolutely stunning things like the stag. Wowee. So beautiful. Imagine having that in your garden. Wow. Honestly, when I become rich, inshallah, I will be coming here and buying a lot of my like one of a kind pieces to put in my house. Inshallah. But then we left the flea market to go to Cédric Grolet. Unfortunately, there was a pro-Israeli protest happening, and as a hijabi, I really didn't feel safe. It's crazy how I didn't feel safe. I literally ran to the cafe. It's just, unfortunately, it is what it is, you know. When you wear a headscarf, there's disadvantages you will encounter in life, and this is an example of one of them. But anyways, alhamdulillah, we made it safely to Cédric Grolet, and there was a queue outside the cafe because it's so popular. But it was so nice. The security guard there was lovely, by the way. He was so sweet, answered all our questions, all of that. Then when you go inside, everyone was so lovely. To be honest, it's to be expected because their cakes are so expensive. I'm talking about like £40. Was it 40? I believe it was €40 per cake, one of those round cakes, and those serve like 4 people. So we got 3 different flavors to try amongst 4 of us, and it was so beautiful. The people there were so nice. There wasn't much left when we arrived, and it's pretty much what's left there is what you're getting. So we got what was left. So the first one we got was a fig tart, a vanilla tart, and got a Saint Honoré cake, and these were so good. Because the cafe was sold out at Cédric Grolet, we went to the nearby Pret, and thankfully we found a seat. Because it was closing, they didn't mind us just sitting there and eating these cakes. It was so delicious, so good. The vanilla one was my all-time favorite, but I am much more of like a vanilla person. I don't really tend to go for chocolate when there's a vanilla cake, if that makes sense. But if there's Maltesers, I'm munching the Maltesers, man. Maltesers is my favorite chocolate. But this vanilla cake, wow, so good. It's worth all my money. But don't get me wrong, it's really expensive, and we're really, really lucky to be able to try this. But my goodness, was it good. I did a whole TikTok review on this. But this is a short vlog, so I thought I'd give you a bit more of my opinion. The Saint Honoré, which was this one, is perhaps one of my least favourite just because of the caramel on top. I like the part without the caramel. That's why I had the part without the caramel and I put the caramel back down. But yeah, then we just went back home via the Eurostar. I hope you guys enjoyed this short but sweet vlog. I love you guys lots. I had some Popeyes on the Eurostar. It was so good. But yeah, I love you guys lots. And I can't wait to see you next week. Bisous, bisous. Mwah.